highlights that I always want to make sure that I hit on, and one of them is that we don't do pressured sales. Y'all got any idea on what some of the other ones are?
We don't do any door-to-door.
We don't do door-to-door. We don't do door-to-door. We don't make cold calls. One of the best things about our business is a lot of people get into multi-level marketing. I was actually reading a book and it said about 25% of people are going to try some type of multi-level marketing sometime in their lives. Well, have y'all ever heard of Cutco?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Vitalis,
Yes.
nutrition shakes, Tupperware, all this stuff? The thing about all of these companies is they make a lot of money off people having to buy their kit to get into the business. With Cutco, you have to buy their whole kit to get into the business. With a lot of these places, you have to put a big investment in to get into the business. That's one of the great things about Rainbow is that you don't have to buy anything to get into our business. Now, hopefully you're going to want the Rainbow, and you're going to like the Rainbow. We're going to show you that today, and you're going to want that for your house. But you're not required to have to buy this, and I'm not going to make you take your Rainbow out and go show it to people when you go out. You're going to get a brand new one from us. We're going to supply you with everything you need, and that's one of the benefits of our business. Also, like I said, I think the big one for us is that we're in front of people every day, and most of these people probably aren't salespeople. So the fact that there's no sales experience needed, matter of fact, we don't even want salespeople. We want people who don't have sales experience. So we kind of try to hit on those things. Also, you can get your Rainbow for free. There's vacations, and there's lots of gifts that we give away. Those are all great things that a lot of people, they relate to. That yeah, I would love to have that. So that's kind of what I try to hit on when I'm doing the third reason I'm here. And to start off with, I always tell my story, just tell how I got in the Rainbow and how much money I make in the Rainbow. So the third reason I'm here is just to invite y'all into open house. And let me just tell y'all a little bit about how I got into Rainbow. So this is where anybody you can insert your story in and tell, why did you get in the Rainbow? I got into the Rainbow to do it part-time. I did it just to show my machine 21 times and maybe to make a little bit extra money. I didn't think I could sell anything. Whatever your story is, and we always try to relate to the customer. And a good warm-up is going to help us find out some of the stuff that we need to know about that. How long have they been at their job? Do they like their job? How much free time do they have? They have a bunch of kids and they don't have a whole lot of free time. Well, one of the things I love about Rainbow is that it's a flexible schedule. You work when you have time to. You work when you have a little bit extra time. So the reason I got into business was pretty much just to get my machine for free. I didn't think I could sell anything, and when they came out to my house and showed me and my girlfriend, she just kind of made fun of me and said, "You're going to go try to sell vacuum cleaners," and that I didn't think I could sell anything, and she didn't think I could sell anything, and that was just, it was kind of disheartening at first. But I actually went out and I proved myself wrong, and in the first weekend I made about $500. And the best part about that was only about 10 hours of work right there. So I went out 2 weeks later and I made another $500. And the best part about that was, I was only working on Saturdays, so that was another $500 for about 10 hours of work. And I just kind of if you want to go through your checks and just talk a little bit about how you got each check. Some checks are going to be great, some checks are going to be smaller, but you can go through and you can tell, I got this check through a wheel spin, I got this check through graduate. This is a $100 check I got just for coming in and going through training. That's not bad. If you're new, you might not have that many checks, so any check you have, you can explain, I got this check for just going through training. $250 is another check I got for 5 or 10 hours of work right there. $750, I went out, I think I worked on a Saturday and a Sunday, and I made that on Saturday and Sunday. That wasn't too bad for that, was it? And then $1,200, that was the last check I ever made part-time for Rainbow. And then these are the pages that everybody else is going to have after this, and this is what you can kind of go through. And this just kind of shows them that it's not only you doing it, but there's all kinds of people doing it. And the more people we can show them, the better, in my opinion, because the people you're in front of, they're not necessarily going to be just like you. But chances are is that I have 2 people from our office right here, and then we also are going to show the video at the tail end of our demo. And hopefully somebody on those videos, or on that video, or in this packet right here, is going to relate to the person that we're talking about right here. But anyway, this right here is Elisa Chassie. She's been in the business since 2006, and she used to work part-time in the Rainbow business while she still worked over at US Cellular, but now she does Rainbow full-time. She works about 20 to 25 hours a week. And the best part is that she never makes a check really less than $1,000, so that's pretty good money for that amount of time, isn't it? But she's been on all these trips right here. She's been to Dubai. She's been on 7 cruises. She's been 2 trips to Disney, 2 trips to Las Vegas, and 4 trips to Myrtle Beach. And Lawrence, you know the best part about that? Well, it's all paid for by Rainbow right there.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely. But she's also won all this cool stuff too. She's won front load washer and dryer. She's won laptops, TVs, and 7 free rainbows. You think she's got a rainbow in every room in her house? I've never been to her house. She might, but she's a little bit strange. But she probably sold them all for bonuses. And then there's some of her pictures of her. There's her on a camel in Dubai right there. That's a pretty cool picture. I would love to go on that trip. There's her her husband on a cruise right there, and there's her down at Disney. And just to kind of show you that the money is real, here are some of her checks. And pretty much here's her checks. And we just like to show everybody our checks. We like to show them her checks. This is a $3,000 monthly bonus check she got in the month of March just for showing the rainbow. It's a $1,600 weekly check she got. And that's a $175 wheel spin check, and the wheel is it's a big wheel you get to spin anytime you bring someone into the business. Next up, this right here is Keith and Melissa Bunny, and the thing I love about theirs.
Hear this.
they got kind of the same story. He used to be a record driver, and she used to work over at the bank, and they got kind of the same story about all the places that they've been, the money that they make. One of the things I love about their picture right here is that here's a picture of them and their 3 kids down at Disney. And that's one of the cool things about Rainbow is that, you know, their kids are into everything. Baseball, soccer, football, boxing, all kinds of stuff. They do stacking cups, all kinds of stuff. And he's actually the coach of his son's baseball team. And one of the things is that if you don't have time to run your appointments, somebody else can do it for you, and they can make you a little bit of money. And that second check I showed y'all, that's how I made most of that money, was somebody else went out and sold it for me. So that's something I love about it, but it's a real flexible schedule, and it works great for people who do Rainbow part-time. And here's some of his checks right here. You'll notice there's $2,000, $600, $1,400. That's around $4,000 in 3 weeks. That's pretty good money for 3 weeks worth of work, isn't it, Shirley? For 20 hours a week at least. And the last thing I want to show y'all right here, this is a picture of the cruise. And the reason I put this up here is our company, they give away about 2 cruises a year and 2 domestic vacations a year, and that's something I love about Rainbow is that since I've gotten to Rainbow, it's changed my life. Before I got to Rainbow, I'd never been west of Tennessee. Well, since I've gotten to Rainbow, I've won all kinds of different trips. I've won 2 cruises. Been to the Bahamas, Mexico, so it's been some good stuff. And I won my first cruise in about a month part-time in Rainbow. So if you came in, you have the same opportunity. Also, the next trip we're going on is Disney. And we started qualifying for that in July, so we're doing July, August, and September. Have you ever been to Disney, Lauren? You have? Have you ever been to Disney and somebody else paid for it? Okay. My brother did. Okay. Well, we'd love to give you the opportunity to go again.
You're not good.
And so far what I've done is I've gone over a few people in the business. They've won this stuff. They've been on these trips. They've made this amount of money. I kind of told my story. Now I'm going over, if you get into the business, this is the kind of stuff that we want to do for you. But after the Disney trip, I'm sure we'll be going on another cruise. And then after that, we're going down to Cancun, stay at that hotel. Would y'all like to stay at that hotel right there?
Yes.
Me too. I'm ready to stay on the top floor of that hotel right there. I'm going to stay at the suite with you, Billy.
All right, buddy.
But y'all would love, and I always like to ask, you know, we love, and you want to engage as much as possible right here. Anything we can ask them, would y'all like to have this kind of stuff? Because you use this type of money. Anything we can ask them right here is going to be helpful. But of course, we love to stay in this hotel right here, and that's one of the trips that we'll be taking after that. Next page is just some gifts that we like to show. And these are gifts that our company gives away. Just kind of stop right here. Does everybody know what we're doing this month as far as the gifts go? Has everybody seen all this stuff? Okay, we're giving all this stuff away, and you know how you get all this stuff right here?
Recruiting.
Recruiting. It ain't going out and selling stuff. You don't have to sell anything. All we want you to do is just bring the people in, and once we get them on the solo demo, we're trying to give this stuff over here away. So all this stuff, I want the TV right here, but we're giving away the Keurig machine, they're giving away mini jets, the gas grill, the fire pit, the TV, iPad mini, GPS, Pandora bracelet. Does anybody in here want a Pandora bracelet? Keith, you already got 2 or 3, don't you? What's one more, right? Exactly. But all of this stuff right here, we'll go over this in a little bit, but all of this stuff we're giving away through recruiting. So this is stuff that, like I said, you don't have to sell anything to get this. Just bring the people in, invite them in, offer the opportunity. And something that somebody told me once is that we get rich, or we make money off of selling rainbows. How do we get rich? We get rich off of recruiting. And the reason is because if I go sell a rainbow, that's instant gratification. I'm going to get money Monday night. That's great. We always love that stuff. But if I bring you in and recruit you, and you go out and you sell 10 rainbows, 20 rainbows, 100 rainbows, how much money am I going to make into you in the future?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. You're doing good. All right, we get back to this. Like I said, this is the page right here where you can kind of I like to engage them a little bit more. This just talks about our gifts. And let me ask y'all something. Does your company, do they offer y'all a lot of gifts? Okay, well, some companies, what they do is they'll give gifts, but they usually give them to only the top dollar. That's one of the things I love about Rainbow, is that our company, about 95% of the people who do Rainbow, they do it as a part-time job. And the reason our company loves to give gifts is after you've been working all day, you probably don't want to go out and do a whole lot more. But if I told you, if you go out and work tonight, I'm going to put you in a drawing for a lawnmower, well, that maybe incentivize you to go out and work a little bit more. That's something I love about our business, is that we give all kinds of gifts for just going out and doing your job, and anybody who qualifies wins these gifts. We give away stuff like lawnmowers, iPads, TVs, Columbia jackets. I love my Columbia jacket. Bose sound systems. One of the things I love about that is since I've been in Rainbow, I've won a tablet, Keurig machines. I've won a toolbox, this tall. There's a lot of nice stuff that most companies, they're not going to offer. And the next page is just vacation flyer. It just kind of shows all the vacations that we go on. Once again, reiterating. Why would you pay for your vacations, Mark, when you can have somebody else pay for them for you? That'd be all right, wouldn't it? And these are just some of the places we go. Jamaica, Aruba. There's a picture of the cruise ship we've been on. Gatlinburg. They take all kinds of nice, great vacations. And like I said, they do about 4 a year. And it's hard for me to take off 4 weeks in a year, but we certainly do it. And like I said, you remember the reason, and I always tell people when I'm doing over my story, the reason I got in the Rainbow was just to get my Rainbow for free. It's the only reason I got in the Rainbow. I didn't think I was going to win anything. I didn't think I'd make any extra money. I just did it to get in the Rainbow, to get my Rainbow for free. These are some people who came into the business, and they just came in just to get their Rainbow for free. And they probably made some money along the way, but they got theirs in 6 weeks, 3 weeks, 9 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks. How many weeks did it take her right there, Lon? 1 week. 1 week. Would you work 1 week to get your Rainbow for free? Alright, well, I'm going to tell you a little bit more before I get out of here today about how you can do that. And I'm going to show you all a video at the end. It's going to take about 5 minutes, and they're actually going to put me in a drawing to win a free Rainmate Monday night if I just show you this video. So you mind if I show you that before I get out of here? Alright. I wasn't looking for you. And the fourth reason I'm out here is just to get your help, or just to get at your help with our advertising program. So that's pretty much when I'm going to go into my Rainmate right there. But that's how I go through recruiting in the beginning of the demo. And I also got a flyer that I'll give out to all y'all about how we go over recruiting at the end of the demo. Also, after you share the video, how we can assume they're going to come in. We're not going to ask them, do you want to come in? We're just going to assume, hey, this is a great opportunity. Would you like to come in? And I always like to definitely tell people, when we're trying to find people, the third reason I'm out here is just to invite you to open house. Like a company, we're always looking for a few extra people who want to make some good money. So whether it's you or somebody else you know, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to send me to somebody else you might know's house. But let me just tell you a little bit about how I got in the Rainbow. So that's all I got. Anybody got any questions?
Good job.
On that part, no, you're not through, are you?
I'm finished, really.
You're not going to go over the end of it? How to invite them in?
You want to do that too?
Well, certainly.
All right. So
Well, one thing will let Karen in my business, buddy.
all right, so when we're going in the middle of our demo, we always like to, if we're doing part of our demo and they answer something and it really, it makes sense to what we're doing, you see that they understand what we're doing, you can just let them know, hey, you're going to be great at this. You're going to be great at this. If you don't feel comfortable saying you're going to be great at this, hey, you would be great at this. So whatever the case is with that, and now we're just going to go over when we show the video. Has everybody seen the recruiting video? You never seen the recruiting video? So we need to definitely get you a copy of it. Y'all all seen the recruiting video? With the 4 country people? And I used to think that the video with the country people was a bad thing at first because they're so country and they're different than we are. But one thing I realized is that if they can do it, you can do it. So if you're sitting there showing them the video and they see these people are so country that, good Lord, I mean, I didn't know somebody that lived 3 hours away could be so country, but they are. And when you see them on there, if they can do it, I mean, couldn't you do it? Absolutely, you can do it. Thanks, Dylan. Oh.
I was going to really fast when I did country people.
There ain't nothing wrong with country people.
What's it?
I don't even like it. I don't even like country people.
Taking out
If Russell knew we were talking about him like that. Alright, so once we show the video, like I said, alright guys, well, and when are we going to show the video? It's not while we're trying to close the people. It's whether we finished the demo and they bought the machine, or whether we finished the demo and they're not buying the machine. We tried as hard as we could, and we got down to either they bought it or they're not. So it's at the time where I'm going to pack this machine up in the box, or I'm going to write up the paperwork. And a good time to show the video is if I've sold the machine, if they bought it on terms, if they bought it on credit, we want to go ahead and fill that credit app out, and after that, let's pop the video in. Let's show them the video while we're filling out the rest of the paperwork. We already got all the information we need. Then they're not going to be sitting there staring at you at the middle of the kitchen table while you're doing the paperwork. They actually have something to do. Also, if they didn't buy the machine, while you're packing the machine up, let's go ahead and show the video. And something I like to do is while we're showing the video, just comment, just talk a little bit to them. I mean, look, hey, you see how much money they make? If they could do it, we could do it. Or if they could do it, you could do it. Oh man, look at all those vacations that she went on. Isn't that awesome? She made that much money in her first month. Isn't that amazing, isn't it? So we pretty much want to show them that. Then after we get the videos, after we show them the video, we want to make sure that we're prepared to do this next step. And the next step, like I said, this is assuming that we're going to get them into the opportunity. We're going to assume that this is a great opportunity. Y'all will be great at it. Let's get you in there. So the way we do that is I always like to use the same word. If a rainbow opportunity, if you had nothing to gain in the rainbow opportunity and everything to lose, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? Not really. But if we had everything to gain and nothing to lose, it'd at least be worth checking out, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, let me call, and this is where you need to go ahead and have your phone ready. Let me go ahead and call the office and let them know that I showed y'all the recruiting DVD. And like I said, that's going to put me in a drawing for Monday night just to get a free rainmate. And I'm going to go ahead and call into the office, and this is where I want to get some type of management on the phone. I think we're going to work on trying to get Alicia, teach Alicia this stuff, Troy this, Jackie, Debbie, have all 4 people ready so when you call in, they can just invite the people in, because it's not a real hard step. It's just we want to make sure that we're getting it down. So we call into the office, and hey, may I speak to a manager? Okay. And hey, Jackie, this is Wes. You can be my Jackie, Jackie?
Sure.
Hey, Jackie, this is Wes. I just got finished out here with Lawrence and Billy, and we couldn't get them a rainbow tonight, but they certainly are interested. We'd love to get them one in the future. And so, what does that tell them? They didn't buy the rainbow, but we're still going to invite them into open house. But this is what I'm calling for. This is what I'm excited about right here. They watched the video and they said, the opportunity would at least be worth checking out. The opportunity would at least be worth checking out. I'm not guaranteeing when they come in that they're going to do it, but I know if they did, they'd be great at it. So what I just told them was, hey, they couldn't get a rainbow. They said it would at least be worth looking at, because that's why I asked them, if you had everything to lose, nothing to gain, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. If you had everything to gain and nothing to lose, it'd at least be worth checking out, right, Lawrence? Right. Okay, great. Let me call the office. Hey, Jack, this is Wes. I just got finished showing them the rainbow. We couldn't get them one tonight, but I really want them to get one in the future. They have bad allergies, but this is what I'm calling for. I'm really excited about this, is that Lawrence and Billy, they said it'd at least be worth checking out. So I'm not guaranteeing when they get in that they'll do it, but I know that if they did, they'd be great at it. Would you mind inviting them in for me? And I'll pass the phone over to whatever one of them I think is most excited about the opportunity. And Jackie's just going to go ahead and he's going to invite them in. So I'll be Lawrence. Hello.
Hey, Lawrence, I want to thank you real quick for letting Wes come out and share our product with you. I understand you like what you've seen in our system.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Had you ever seen our product before?
No, I think my wife saw it about 10 years ago.
Okay. Well, I know Wes has told you a little bit about our open house on Mondays. There's one thing we asked. We asked you to come in and we rub elbows together from 6 to 6:30. Actually, bring your appetite. my wife and I are firm believers, if you feed them, they'll come. You know, can I get you to show up and come eat a dinner with us?
Oh yeah, we don't never pass up a meal.
Okay.
Billy's got quite an appetite.
Well, Wes said he was really excited about offering you an opportunity. If he's excited, I'm really excited about meeting you also. I'm gonna arrange for Wes to come by and pick you up, or at least lead you in on Monday night. What town do y'all live in?
We live out in Kinston.
Okay. Well, you know, we're gonna have Wes come by. We eat dinner from 6 to 6:30. I'll have Wes come by about 5:30 and either bring you in or lead you guys over to the office. Look forward to seeing you on Monday night about 6.
All right, thank you. All right, then he pretty much will get me back on the phone as a dealer. Jackie's he's gonna ask you right then. Okay, just make sure you go ahead and get that $20 deposit. Now, right here when he asks you to get the $20 deposit, we don't just say, okay, bye. This is your chance to ask him, hey, do we still have some of those free rainbows left that we're giving away? And he's going to say, yeah, well, I think we got 1 or 2 of them left. Okay, great. Well, just make sure, and now say it again, just make sure you get your $20 deposit. Okay, great, I'll let them know. Well, great, guys. You can go ahead and shake their hands. He just said we actually got a few rainbows left this month that we're going to be giving away. So all I need is a $20 deposit that'll hold y'all's rainbow for Monday night. And this is where we let them know about the $20. All I need is a $20 deposit just to hold y'all's rainbow for Monday night. If you decide you don't want to do the program on Monday night, they're going to give you that same $20 back. If you decide you do want to do it, they're going to tell you how to turn it into $100. Now, I always tell people, just give me a post-dated check for Monday night. We won't cash it, and they'll give you that same check back, and you won't have to worry about it coming out of your account. I'm going to go ahead and write you a receipt. This is where you want to have that receipt ready. Go ahead and have your pen ready. Let's go ahead and start writing a receipt. Because if they decide that they don't want to do it, the only thing we've lost is a piece of paper and a few minutes. If they decide that, well, and hopefully we've convinced them that, okay, we're going to go ahead and get that check. And right here is where you're going to find out, are they serious or are they not? Well, Monday night, you know, I think we're going to have to work. Okay, that's fine. Well, the following Monday night, we'll be having a meeting also. So go ahead and I'll go ahead and put y'all down for that Monday night. Or, well, we don't have any checkbooks and I don't have any cash. Well, okay, that's fine. I can call that $20 deposit in on the card. Well, you know, I don't know. Well, how about we'll just let you know? So if they're not going to do it, they're going to let you know. And if they will do it, they'll go ahead and get you a check. They'll get you the $20. And most of the time, they'll be excited about it. They'll be excited about the rainbow. It's just, are they going to do it or are they not? So that's kind of where we stand on that. Anybody got any questions?
Good job, Wes.
Like I said, these pages right here, I got a bunch of them printed out. I haven't put staples in them yet, so if you want some and put your checks in front and then staple them, we can definitely make that happen. And I kind of compacted them so you only got 1 packet instead of 2.
Good job, Wes. What are you looking for, Jack?
The shell.
Alicia took them on.
You talking about an on-time drawing? I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do it no more?
I want you to wait till I'm through, and then we'll draw a ticket. If they can answer 1 question after I we'll give them a prize.
He promised after every session.
Of course.
Then we'll give them a prize.
Y'all need to end up the stretch second. We've got 2 more sessions.
Yeah.
Keith's coming up next.
Oh, you better stretch it.
Hey Wes, I was mad you didn't say I used to have a.
I'll say that.
Tell them what you used to say.
You did so good. You did so
Okay. If y'all want something real interesting to say, I always tell, if y'all want something interesting to say, I always tell people that Keith Bunny, he used to be a record driver. When he got to he was just a country boy. He only owned camouflage and record clothes. So he can do it, anybody can do it.
All right. I thought you'd give us a stretch break. Well, that was a short one.
Well, take the stretch break.
Hey, wait a minute, don't get that number back in there.
Don't know
Give
what's
us a
on my
stretch
head.
break. Then call out a number.
That was yours, but mine's coming out next.
Everything
Not
right
number
there.
5. We lost my tip, my Friday, and I was here early.
What?
We were here early, lost our Friday.
Are you serious?
Well, I'm heading to Louisville.
You tell me.
You don't. An appointment?
Wait a
You're
minute.
driving
What's
the
that?
house
The fact
to
that
do an
you-
appointment? Oh, okay. But it's family.
Well, she got the job, her church vote.
Well, if you need us to run, we got people living in the area, I'll send them up there. What time's it for? I'll call them.
I keep trying to get her pastor, because I love her pastor.
This is,
I
I just have a, oh, looky there. That's me, that's me. I do it all the time. I was trying to move the coffee. So I can have some more.
Hey, I need a rag. Let's go get one.
Did it rain though? Oh, how did you like that coffee pot over?
Yeah, we'll be training on the shampoo next week.
No. We got it. Three of them, I don't care. Oh, that put you in so much trouble.
All of it. All of it.
I'll always take the one.
Is that the first time you've ever spilled something, Paul?
All I've ever spilled. We had to leave the plate. Where you going? Yeah, we got a tub.
You have to leave at 11:30 or 12. You're gonna miss over. I'm gonna be one and I'm 4.
It's on this guy. Ooh, no.
This is, just can't believe Paula knocked that coffee pot over like that. I helped her get it up. I help people like that.
I'll get better. I'll just get better. I'll just get better. I'll get better. Takes me a while.
So Paula, how long have you been in ring though?
Okay.